In this video, I'm going to explain how Kellogg's changed its strategy over time, why that shift was necessary, and what impact it had on results. This is a good example of how companies need to adapt when consumer behavior changes in a structural way. For decades, Kellogg's had a very clear and successful strategy. The company focused on mass market packaged breakfast cereals. It built extremely strong brands like Corn Flakes, Frosties, and Rice Krispies, and supported them with heavy TV advertising, especially targeting families and children. This worked because consumption habits were very stable. People ate breakfast at home every day, and cereals were a default choice. As a result, Kellogg's achieved high volumes, strong margins, predictable demand, and market leadership in ready-to-eat cereals. Importantly, this strategy was not very innovative. It was execution heavy. Scale, brand strength, and distribution did most of the work. From the 2000s onward, this environment started to change. Consumers increasingly skipped breakfast or ate on the go. New alternatives appeared, such as protein bars, smoothies, yogurt, and fast food. At the same time, there was growing concern about sugar and ultra-processed foods. Younger consumers in particular started to see traditional cereals as old-fashioned. This is a key point. This was not an execution problem. Kellogg's didn't fail because of poor marketing or weak brands. It was a structural demand problem. The core cereal market itself was shrinking. In response, Kellogg's shifted its strategy away from relying only on cereals. First, it moved beyond breakfast. The company expanded strongly into snacks, acquiring and developing brands like Pringles and Cheez-Its, as well as other convenience and global snack categories. Over time, snacks became the main growth engine of the company, while cereals stagnated or declined. Second, Kellogg's tried to reposition cereals as healthier and more premium. It emphasized whole grains, low fat, and high protein, and brands like Special K focused on lifestyle and health positioning. This helped slow the decline, but it did not reverse the long-term trend. The most radical move came in 2022-2023 when Kellogg's decided to break up the company. It split into two separate businesses. WK Kellogg Co. focused on North American cereals, a low-growth but cash-generating business. Kellanova focused on snacks and international brands, which offered higher growth and more innovation potential. The strategic logic was clear. Cereals were a cash cow in slow decline, while snacks were the real growth opportunity. The split allowed for clearer strategies, better capital allocation, and allowed investors to value growth and stability separately. In the short term, the transition created some volatility, including share price fluctuations. However, revenue growth became much clearer in the snack business, while cereals stabilized but did not grow. In the medium term, the snack business showed better growth and margins, and the company achieved stronger strategic focus. Importantly, expectations from cereals became more realistic. The goal was no longer growth, but efficient cash generation. So the split didn't fix cereals, but it unlocked value by aligning strategy with reality. The key lesson from Kellogg's case is very clear. When an industry becomes structurally unattractive, better execution is not enough. The business model itself must change. The problem was not marketing, not brand strength, and not operational efficiency. It was fundamental change in consumer behavior. Kellogg's long-term success only came after it shifted away from its historical core.